Why is a man expected to be strong even when he's breaking inside? Why is a woman expected to be perfect even when she's exhausted? Why must boys grow fast and girls grow small? Why must men hide tears and women hide ambition? We live in a world full of rules nobody agreed to, yet we obey them, every day silently, and honestly, we are tired. Today, we talk about the invisible weight we carry, the pressure of gender expectations. Before we can speak, the world decides who we should be. Blue blankets for boys, pink dresses for girls, boys get cars, superheroes, boxing gloves. Girls get dolls, kitchen sets, princess crowns. A boy falls and cries. We say, "You're a man, don't cry." A girl falls and cries. "Oh, poor baby, it's okay." The message is clear from the beginning. Boys toughen up, girls soften down. But nobody ever asks, what if a boy is gentle by nature? What if a girl is bold by nature? Why must childhood be the first cage?
Let's talk about men, truly talk, because society rarely does. Men are told to carry the world on their backs. Provide, protect, never fall, never fail. A man who loses his job is seen as irresponsible. A man who asks for help is told to man up. A man who shows emotion is mocked. Imagine waking up every day with the pressure. You must be strong, you must succeed, you don't get to break. No wonder so many men suffer quietly behind smiles. Picture this scene. A father sits in his car after work, late at night. He hasn't gone inside yet. He's holding the steering wheel, staring into the dark. Bills on one side, dreams on the other. No one knows he just cried for the first time in years. He wipes his face before opening the door, because inside the house, he must be the man. He cannot fall apart, even if he is already falling. Men are allowed to be human too. They deserve softness, comfort, vulnerability. Strength is not the absence of emotion, it's the courage to feel it.
Now look at women. Society expects them to be everything, all at once. Gentle, but strong enough to handle pain. Beautiful, but modest enough to not attract judgment. Ambitious, but not too ambitious. Successful, but still responsible for the home. Independent, but not too independent, or she becomes difficult. A woman who focuses on her career hears, "When will you settle down?" A stay-at-home mother hears, "So you don't have bigger dreams?" A woman with no children hears, "You'll regret it someday." A woman with many children hears, "Don't you think that's enough?" Women are constantly walking in a space where everything is criticized and nothing is enough. Beauty standards alone are a battle. Stretch marks, hide them. Dark skin, lighten it. Body fat, lose it. Natural hair, fix it. Too plain, try harder. Too dressed, try less. Expectation is a mirror women stand in front of daily, and the reflection is rarely accepted without a comment.
A confident man is assertive. A confident woman is aggressive. A father taking care of kids is helping his wife. A mother doing the same is doing her duty. A man with multiple partners is a player. A woman with multiple partners is judged. A man who is emotional is weak. A woman who is less emotional is cold. We say the world is evolving, yet double standards rule quietly in everyday life. Even in relationships, men are expected to pay, plan, propose. Women are expected to nurture, support, sacrifice. Why must love come with assigned job descriptions?
This is why people are tired. Not physically, emotionally, tired of pretending, tired of performing, tired of fitting into roles that shrink them. Men are tired of being strong all the time. Women are tired of being perfect all the time. We are tired of expectations louder than our real desires. Imagine a generation where men are allowed to cry and women are allowed to chase dreams without guilt. Imagine a world where humans define themselves, not gender scripts written generations ago. Close your eyes and imagine this world. A boy plays with dolls without shame. A girl becomes an engineer without being questioned. A man chooses to be a stay-at-home dad proudly. A woman runs a company without apology. A world where strength isn't masculine and care isn't feminine. They are simply human. A world where we stop raising boys to hide emotions and girls to hide ambition. We can create that world, starting with how we treat each other today. Change doesn't begin in the government, in society, or in culture. Change begins inside us, inside families, inside conversations. Healing starts when we notice the patterns and dare to question them. When a little boy cries, instead of saying, "Stop crying like a girl," we can say, "It's okay to feel." When a girl shows leadership and boldness, instead of saying, "You're too bossy," we can say, "You are strong. Lead on." Small shifts create big futures. Every generation before us carried silence. But we can carry awareness. We can raise boys who know empathy is strength. We can raise girls who know their voices hold power. We can raise children who grow into adults whole, not half-allowed versions of themselves. Healing is not immediate. It's a slow unlearning, a gentle correction, a new language of love. And with every step, every conversation, every refusal to judge based on gender, we make the world kinder than we found it.
If there is one truth to leave with today, it is this. You are allowed to choose who you want to be, not who culture expects, not who tradition insists, not who fear limits you to, but who you feel called to be. You are not required to follow the script given to you. A man can choose tenderness, a woman can choose ambition. A man can choose art, a woman can choose leadership, or vice versa, or neither, or both. Because identity is not assigned, it is chosen. You can redefine your role at any age. You can change direction tomorrow morning. You can build a life that honors your truth, even if nobody claps at first. People may not understand your choices, but they will respect your results. Freedom begins when you stop living for approval and start living for purpose. So here is the invitation. Be who you are, not who the world told you to be. Write your own story. Live your own identity, unapologetically. We were born human before we were labeled male or female. We learned rules that were older than us, but now we have the chance to rewrite them because the truth is, we are not tired because we are weak. We are tired because we have spent years holding our true selves back, trying to be strong when we needed softness, trying to be perfect when we needed rest, trying to fit into expectations instead of expanding into who we really are. But today, something changes. Maybe not for the whole world at once, but for you, for me, for anyone listening and nodding quietly. We don't have to perform anymore. We are allowed to be real, strong and sensitive, ambitious and gentle, supportive and bold, soft and powerful. We don't have to pick one. We are allowed to be all that we are. So let's stop surviving inside boxes and start living outside them. Let's raise sons who know they can feel. Let's raise daughters who know they can lead. Let's raise people, not roles. Because the world becomes better not when genders compete, but when humans cooperate. We can build a future where expectations don't limit us, where identity is free, where authenticity is normal, where we are celebrated not for fitting a role, but for being who we really are.